Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video, everyone. Comment down below. We at the Blac Youngsta concert. They just got everybody kicked out of here, man. So you hear the drummers in the back. They said everybody has to go. They took everything down, the speakers down. Basically, this is because I think this was due to the fact that the whole situation with Young Dolph and Blac Youngsta being at the concert and attempting to do a diss song. So like when he tried to do the diss song, as soon as he came on stage, 30 seconds into it, they pulled all the speakers and literally dumped bottles on all the speakers and shut everything down. They shut the lights down and had the spotlight to the exit sign. So everybody rushed out. They told them all to sit out on the front of the street on the curb and call their Ubers, call their taxi cabs. And so that's where everybody's at. And so they still trying to figure out how to get this whole show going and what they could do left over from this. But basically, it's all because of Blac Youngsta just trying to do too much. And so the feds came and said, nope, you're not going to do anything like that out here. They've been watching him for too long. You got to understand that this is a lot of karma coming back from the whole Young Dolph situation. The fact that they were out here and doing all this stuff to Dolph, doing the 100 shots, Yo Gotti sending hits and everything like that. Like, the karma came all the way back around, guys, and it happened at that concert. So now that they have everybody just sitting outside, they canceled the show. They might even cancel the whole tour just due to the fact that it was too much for them to handle. The promoters just booked them for no reason, basically. And the whole security was understaffed. Like, the security came out and they told the guy not to go up there and do that song. So as soon as that song played, the security came out and were like, nope, we're going to kick you out. We're going to throw you out. So they banned him from the arena for life. Like, he cannot come back in there, right? And so he was over at Pepsi Stadium. And so that's what caused him not to be able to come back. And definitely, I think he got like a ticket or something. So the thing is too, they locked the backstage door out on them. So they couldn't get to the dressing room. They couldn't get to their jewelry or anything like that. I think they had the diamond chain, you know, where the big rappers, they wear the big chains and everything like that. So the dude basically locked him out of the room so he couldn't get back to his favorite chain. So now he's going to have to go to the Lost and Found and has to ask security for it, which he already has an issue with them. And so he can't even like get help from them, basically. And so now that, they got the show going on and everything, they're trying to figure out what's left of it, what they could do. And basically, the DJ is the one who's keeping everything going on. The DJ's allowed to stay in, but Blac Youngsta, and Yo Gotti all had to leave. And so now what's going on is that they're trying to find a new act. Like, y'all got to understand, man, Young Dolph's situation was a setup. And Blac Youngsta and Blac Yo was there in that Bentley. 901 Trigger Tray was right around the corner, parked on the side of Family Dollar, guys. And look, they took Dolph's keys at the community center, and the family said that he wasn't home for 2 days. It's not like he left home that morning to go to the cookie shop. No, they said they had not seen Dolph in 2 days. That's 48 hours, guys. So he was already missing. So everybody that was saying Dolph was missing, he was taken from the community center, or that he might have had, somebody might have scooped him up or something in the parking lot of Ruth Chris. So the whole thing is that it's kind of lining up with that. And we really got to look at the surveillance of Ruth Chris. We heard they found a Balenciaga shoe in the parking lot and some type of other stuff that could have belonged to Dolph, like one of his chains. And don't forget the ring. Do not wear no rings, because they came after him and P&B Rock for that star ring, and they sold it at the pawn shops. They're on the news right now saying any pawn shop in Memphis, any pawn shop in LA, that they have to check and make sure if anybody comes in with a ring that looks like that, to let them know and make a report right away. So what's going on is that they're targeting these people because the PPPs ran out. They're basically looking for a lick at any time, right? And so they came to the Blac Youngsta concert and they literally tried to snatch the chain of Mozzie. They went and snatched CMG's chain, and Lil Papa got all of his chain snatched too. And so the whole situation started because somebody came up to Lil Papa and said, hey, aren't you with CMG? And he's like, yeah, I'm with CMG, because they seen the CMG chain. Then they said that they were getting revenge for Blac Youngsta, so they grabbed the chains quickly and snatched it right off his head and shoulders. Lil Papa didn't know what to do because he's never had to do anything like this, right? So what happens is that in the concert, right while the concert is going on, right before the drummer got on, right, then Mozzie came to help Lil Papa get his chain back, but then the dude's big brother, big homie Kevo came and snatched Mozzie and Lil Papa's chains, the rest of what they had left. He could have made them empty their pockets, but he was nice enough to let them go with just taking the chains and everything like that. So what happens next is that they kicked everybody out due to the security issue because of the chain snatching, and plus Blac Youngsta was about to play that diss song. They unplugged the speakers and told everybody to go out, and only the drummer's allowed to stay in. And so we over here in the concert with just the drummer, and we over here all talking about how CMG just screwed over a bunch of people, and basically they can't go to any more shows due to the fact that something always happens. And I think it's karma from the whole Young Dolph situation, because they definitely had something to do with it. I mean, look, Moneybagg Yo's Bentley was literally parked outside right up front. And the fact that they got that picture with the guys running back to the Benz and Moneybagg Yo's Bentley was right there, it's like, that I don't know how much more of a setup that could be that is tied to Moneybagg Yo, Blac Youngsta in some way. Yeah, definitely Yo Gotti, because he's all their bosses. So anything that they do is basically a send up from Yo Gotti because he pays them. You got to follow the money, man. You got to follow the money and look at the fact that Makedas and them took that GoFundMe and from that whole Dolph situation. And what y'all got to understand is that that's following the money. Like the fact that they got paid out, they're doing that. So they knew Dolph was going to have something happen to him at that store. That's why Makedas Raven kept posting on Facebook like that same picture of Dolph over and over again. And even one day, I think they even posted it on November 17th, but a different year, y'all. It's a different year. So now look, Blac Youngsta and them, they're getting scooped up. They're getting watched by the feds right now. Like you could hear the sirens that the feds are coming for Blac Youngsta because of the fact that he did the 100 shots the first time. And so it's like they're looking for him for that. He's already on paperwork for that. That's something that he did. So you can't blame nobody for speaking on that due to the fact that he did it. He snitched on himself. He turned himself in and all that crazy stuff. It's the fact that Dolph didn't snitch, and that's how he got out of it. And then now, because he got out of it and they didn't do nothing to him, then he just got on back and got revenge on Dolph because of the fact that when they try to hit Dolph up again, they hit Blac Youngsta's brother. And that's how even the score up. They upped the score on Blac Youngsta and then by taking his brother out. So they wanted to get revenge on all of that by having Dolph get taken out at Makedas. And due to the fact that Moneybagg Yo's Bentley was there and 007 seen Blac Youngsta and their associates, the associate is Shondell Barnett. He's the guy that they brought in first and then released after he snitched, but then they figured out that he was actually one of the trigger men. He works for Blac Youngsta, and basically he's the one that gets paid for doing all the dirty stuff. And he was in the music videos and in the Instagram lives in the hood back in the day of Blac Youngsta pulling up to Dolph's Hood and Grove Ridge. Y'all gotta understand that all these people are tied together. All these people are part of CMG. All these people are some way tied back to Trula and work for Yo Gotti. They work for CMG, and that's why a lot of people think that the RICO would come on CMG because they got so many people that's involved in doing all these things planned together to take Dolph out. So that's why they're gonna bring the RICO, and they got a lot of evidence saying that they connected to the Dolph situation. You got to look at the Bentley. You got to look at the fact that Yo Gotti might have put $1 million on Dolph's head, and the fact that Straight dropped his cousins with somebody from CMG, Big Homie G. Big Homie G is the dude that be on the music videos of Straight Drop after the Dolph situation, and that guy is signed to Moneybagg Yo, and that's how you know that you got yourself a little RICO setup going on. And you can connect the dots. It's super easy. Everybody could do it. Go ahead. I'll see you on the next one.